I talk a lot about passion, but how do you really know what passions are from God? Coming up next on Pastor Bob Daily. Well, I love feeling passion for things. And, not a day goes by that I don't think about a million ideas that I'd love to do. I always have. And I think about all these things that I'd like to accomplish, all these dreams that I have, all these, well, many times, all these things that I feel like I could do for God, for the Christian community, to further it along, you know? And I probably do maybe 5% of those things. The list is really huge. I come up with all kinds of ideas. But I feel passion for things, um, and that never leaves, and it never has in my whole life. How do I know if the passion is from God? And that's been one of the biggest questions for me. How do you know? Well, I have an advantage over a lot of you. The advantage is I'm old. I've had a few years now on this earth, and I've been able to see how God works in my life and how He works in those lives around me. And one of the greatest things for me has honestly been following His passion and watching Him open the doors. And there's the key. It's not hard for me to come up with ideas, dreams, visions, to have things that I feel like, okay, God, this would be great. But it's not up to me to open the doors for them. If God is truly giving me a passion for something, He also opens doors. Now, that doesn't mean that I just sit and say, okay, God, you do all the work and I'm just going to sit here. I need to jiggle the locks. But I really need to not force any doors open. I need to look for opportunities that He's giving me and move forward. I was talking to a good friend today, and we were talking about this subject, about passion. And he was telling me about a band that he's in. And, he's been wanting to do music for a long time. And so he has this band, and it's not his dream band necessarily. It isn't full time like he'd like it to be, but it's a stepping stone to something else. And he said, when do you think God is going to give me my passion? And I thought about it and realized that He's doing it right now. Honestly, He's given him, well, this so far. And, many times we look for this open door and we expect that the U2 is going to call us and ask us to play with the band. And there's my passion, and then I'll go. But what if, like, the local band says, can you play top 40 once a month with us? Or whatever. Sometimes the open doors are the small ones, where God says, if you're faithful with these small things, I'll be faithful with the bigger things. And that really has been true in my life. It hasn't been that God's opened huge doors, it's really that He's opened small doors. Little things to begin with, and then another, and then another, and then another. And as I continue to open the doors, as He opens them, as He provides them, bigger things begin to happen. But it isn't about going for the big things. It's about being faithful in the small things. Some of you are sitting. You have these big passions and you're not willing to do anything about it until those big doors open. And God keeps providing small doors, a place to get started, and you keep ignoring them because you're waiting for something bigger. I want you to pay attention today. Those of you that are asking God to give you your passions, to move you ahead, to open doors, don't ignore the doors that He's opening. Get started. Even though it may seem almost small and insignificant, everything is a beginning. God bless you. Have a great day.